If you're looking for tips on how not to get ghosted by your Caribbean Carnival provider, then this is the video for you. Keep watching. Hey, it's your girl Ashé here, Carnivalista in Chief with Events by Ashé, where we plan unique and life-changing Caribbean experiences. And today I am giving you some tips of how not to get ghosted or scammed by your Caribbean Carnival provider. So to give you a little bit of insight about me and what makes me the expert on this subject, I have been in the Caribbean Carnival industry for over 2 decades at this point. Of course, we do conduct our own Caribbean Carnival trips through Events by Ashé. And yeah, I think one of the things that I have definitely been noticing over the last few years at the very least is every year I get a panicked call about a month out to whatever carnival from someone whose carnival provider went out of business. They were unable to reach out to them. They probably got an email from them saying that they went bankrupt and their arrangements were not made. No costumes, no accommodations, no transportation, no nothing. So I routinely get at least one phone call a year about this, right? And not to laugh, because it's not a laughing matter. It's definitely something to be taken very seriously. However, after getting all of those phone calls from these people, generally they end up losing their money. They are unable to take the trip because they have to come up with pretty much another whole set of money to put all of those arrangements in place again, and they usually end up not going, or they end up going and they have a much less enjoyable experience because they had to go through all of this with this carnival provider who was not honest with them and did not provide what they essentially paid for. So to make sure that does not happen to you, let's talk about those tips. So tip number 1 is to ensure you understand how long this carnival provider has been in business and also the structure of their business. So there's a couple ways that you can go about doing this. You can Google the Secretary of State for whatever state the business is operating in. So if you're in Canada, you would Google the province that the Secretary of State or whoever oversees the incorporations of companies, that is who you're going to look for first of all. So if your carnival provider is based in New York, you're going to look for the New York Secretary of State. Poke around on their website, find the articles of incorporation, because you can always search a company by their business name to find out if they're really an Inc., INC, those words that are after a company name, or an LLC, because it is a public record. It is a certification that they will have to renew every single year and pay money to renew. It's not something that is automatically done. They actually have to file these articles of incorporation every single year. So if you look up, you know, let's say Secretary of State in New York, put the business name into their database to search for the articles of incorporation, and something comes up, there's a hit. However, you see that their articles of incorporation have lapsed. That's a red flag because it means that they're not legally supposed to be operating as a business as of today because their articles of incorporation have lapsed, or perhaps they're in some financial trouble and they were unable to continue paying the required fee that is done annually to keep up their articles of incorporation. So that is definitely a red flag, and that is definitely somebody that you should not be doing business with. The other thing that might give you an idea of how long your carnival provider has been in business is to do a Google search just on their business name. So if their business, the name of their business is Carnival by Jennifer, right? Just an example. And she's in New York State and you're looking for the articles of incorporation, also just do a straight Google search, right? Any business that has been operating for a period of time, at least 5 to 10 years, they have an online presence. Definitely follow the first 5 to 10 links that come up related to their business name. It could be a business listing, it could be an Instagram profile, it could be a Facebook profile, but the first 5 to 10 links can be very, very telling. Are any of the links outdated? Does their website, if they have a website, does it even come up, right? If their website link comes up, definitely scroll down to the footer of their website and see what year the website was created. That'll give you an idea how long they have been in business. But any business that has been in operation from at least 5 to 10 years, as I said before, they have an online presence. They will have other websites talking about them, whether they have media coverage or maybe they did a podcast or whatever the case may be. They have an online presence, and it's your job as the consumer to find it, right? Find the online presence, find out how long they've been in business and where you're really truly spending your hard-earned money. Tip number 2 is to find out if they have any accreditations or if they are affiliated with any major travel consortiums or groups or affiliates. So let me explain. In the US and also in Canada, because there is a Better Business Bureau in Canada, the Better Business Bureau is a great place to start to look for any organization that you are spending your hard-earned carnival money with. bbb.org, I believe, is the US website. There is a Canadian counterpart. I'm sure even if you're in Europe, there are several organizations that exist that rate businesses, that log complaints, and that are nonprofit or publicly owned. Definitely do your research where that is concerned. The Better Business Bureau here in the US and also in Canada, they log complaints. So if there were any customer complaints, it is logged on their Better Business profile. Check out their rating. You can get a rating from an A+, like us, all the way down, I'm not even sure how far, maybe a D, a C, or a D. And that is all calculated per the Better Business Bureau's algorithm, like how long they've been in business, how many complaints have been logged or resolved, and all of that. That is a great place to start. Another place that you definitely want to look into is to see if the business is affiliated with any travel consortiums like IATA. IATA is a great one. CCRA is another great one, and those are international organizations. So even if you're dealing with a travel provider who is located in another continent or not in the country that you are booking with them, you can always go to IATA's website, CCRA's website, and they have their members publicly available. So you can always research that. And doing that is also a great way. Let's say you go to the travel provider's website and they actually have the logo, like the IATA logo, on their website, meaning that they are associated with IATA. You can always go do a double check on that, right? Go to IATA's website, search to find that travel provider, because IATA, CCRA, those are also certifications that need to be kept up annually, and you have to pay money to be able to be accredited by these organizations. So that is a good double check in case someone is claiming to be with IATA and you want to make sure. IATA will also have a record of how long they've been in business, what they do, what they offer, kind of all of that stuff. The CCRA does the same. We are members with the CCRA. We are also accredited with the Better Business Bureau. So yeah, that is definitely another good tip and a good way for you to check the credibility of whichever carnival provider that you're booking with. And here is the extra credit tip. You ready? Come a little bit closer. Stalk them. Yes, I give you permission to stalk them. Listen, you are spending thousands of dollars on your Caribbean Carnival experience, right? It is your responsibility to stalk whoever is claiming to give you the carnival experience of your dreams, right? Stalk them, Google them, look on Instagram, look on TikTok, look on whatever social media profile they have out there. See if people have left comments, people have left reviews. Stalk them. Did they get any media? Did they get any press, positive and negative, about their company, about their business? Definitely look for online reviews. Are they on Yelp? Yelp is a really popular one. Look at the comments that people are leaving on their social media posts. You know, people who are not having a good experience with them, they are definitely commenting, right? So it is your responsibility. It's your hard-earned money, and you can easily find anything that does not smell right, look right, taste right, feel right by stalking this person who is claiming to be a carnival package provider. All right, those are the tips to help you not get ghosted or ignored or scammed by any Caribbean Carnival package provider. I hope you enjoyed those tips. Definitely leave me a comment below and let me know what you thought of the tips. And if you have any tips to provide of your own, I am always happy to hear them. Now, if you are planning your own Caribbean Carnival experience, definitely go to our website at trinidadcarnivalpackages.com/carnivals, trinidadcarnivalpackages.com/carnivals, to get your ultimate guide of getting to and surviving Carnival. It is a 15-page guide full of destination profiles, lingo, and lots of other information to help you plan your own successful Caribbean Carnival experience. Thank you for watching, and as always, till the next line.